Hello everybody and welcome back to Sweet Cheat Sheets. Today we're making not one but 3 different kinds of chocolate truffles, each with its own twist. So let's begin. We're starting with the simplest of them all, the classic chocolate truffle, pure, creamy and timeless. For smoother melting, chop your chocolate into small pieces before starting. Melt it gently over low heat, stirring occasionally to prevent burning. Once fully melted, set it aside to cool before combining. In a separate pot, bring the heavy cream to a gentle simmer over medium heat. You're looking for small bubbles, not to bring it to a full boil. Once it simmers, it's time to check its temperature. If the heavy cream and chocolate's temperatures are close in range, it's time to combine. Now pour the melted chocolate into the cream and stir until it comes together. You're looking for a smooth, glossy ganache. Then set it aside to cool down for about 10 to 15 minutes, just until it firms up enough to roll. Once the ganache is set, take a tablespoon and roll it out into bowls. Coat each bowl in cocoa powder. You can also choose to use icing sugar or any other topping you like. Okay, so yeah, this part's a little messy. And there it is, so simple and quick, but also rich and smooth. The classic chocolate truffle is done. Now it's time to make one of the simplest, sweetest desserts from my childhood, caduré chocolat. Yalla, let's jump right in. We start with mixing some milk and sugar. We don't want to boil it, but we do want to make sure the sugar is fully incorporated and dissolved in the milk. Then we'll add some butter, and this time we do want to make sure it melts completely. Now that the butter is melted, it's time to add our chocolate, which also needs to be melted down. Back when I was a kid, I only cared about eating the chocolate balls, but now I love watching the chocolate turn silky smooth and the kitchen filling with that rich, sweet smell. Now we're adding graham crackers. This one simple ingredient takes it from being a soft truffle to something uniquely Israeli. And this is the fun part. We get to crush all the biscuits. I like to pop them into a Ziploc bag so there's no mess. And then you can just go to town. It's a perfect excuse to use up all that pent-up energy. Now we'll add our crushed biscuits into the chocolate and mix it all together. Adding the biscuits gives the chocolate balls a distinctive, crumbly yet fudgy texture. They hold the balls together and provide a subtle but lovely crunch. Once it's all nice and mixed, we're gonna let it cool down for about half an hour in the fridge. And once it's cooled down enough, we're gonna start rolling. This part was the best as a kid. Messy, fun, and totally hands-on. Now that they're all nice and rolled, it's time to decide which toppings we're going for. I went with a few classics. Sprinkles, a colorful nod to childhood nostalgia. Coconut flakes, adding a light tropical twist. And for the rest, I decided to leave it plain, keeping it simple and classic. And that's all there is to it. That's how you make caduré chocolat. Simple, sweet, and perfect for sharing. Let's finish strong with the third and final truffle, caramel. We're starting this one with just butter, melted down to set the base. Next up is cocoa. While mixing it, it might look clumpy at first, but don't worry, once we add the condensed milk, it smooths out completely. Once it's all combined, it's time to reduce. Just keep stirring. As the texture thickens, the color lightens, and the gloss starts to build. You'll know it's ready when you scrape it all to one side and it takes time to spread back. Now pour all of that gooey goodness onto a silicone mat so it will cool down enough to be able to handle. Here's a hack for you. Before you start rolling, butter your hands. This will help to prevent the mix from sticking to you and makes everything so much easier. With your hands greased, grab a small scoop and roll it out. Then finish it off with a coat of chocolate sprinkles. And that's it! Chewy, glossy, and totally irresistible. Just look at that gooey center. 3 truffles, 3 textures, all sweet in their own way. So, which one would you try first? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.